Hi Leo, happy Valentine's Day. Welcome to your February 2022 astrological forecast. So I guess I don't really have to mention, if you've listened to my videos in the past, you know that I always talk about each zodiac sign has a high point of the year and a low point of the year. And the high point is when planets are in your own sign, and the low point is when planets are in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius. So the Sun and Mercury even moves back into Aquarius on Valentine's Day. So the Sun is here up until like the 18th, and there's a new moon on the 1st in Aquarius. So really that's all you have to deal with. You know, Mars will be moving eventually, and Venus, okay, into Aquarius like next month, whatever. So we'll get to that then. But for now, you really don't have too much, I think, to deal with as far as this being the so-called low point of the year for you. All that means is the Sun, especially in Aquarius, is directly across from your Sun or whatever other planets you have in Leo, and it's like a tug of war between, let's say, like the Sun, okay, the Sun versus your Sun. So it depletes you. It makes you feel like you don't feel like dealing with anything, which is probably, you know, the best way to be anyway. You know, so if there's something going on right now that doesn't really deserve your attention, then I really wouldn't worry about it too much. Like, at the same time, okay, where you have Aquarius in your chart is your 7th house of close relationships. So that's where all of this would be happening right now. Now, Saturn is still here, okay, in Aquarius. And the Sun, like I said, Sun and Mercury will be here from the 14th on. And there's a new moon here, though, on the 1st. So a new moon will bring some kind of new beginning in this area of your life. Okay, now Jupiter was just here, okay, in your 7th house, along with Saturn, right? So it should have brought new people, at least one person even, into your life that you could form some kind of close relationship with. Either they're a friend, it could have been a new romantic partner, or some kind of business partner, or opportunity, something like that. So now that it's gone, you have just Saturn here that's kind of testing it, possibly, your relationship, to see if it's like nice and sturdy. That's what Saturn does, right? It's making you look for reliable and, you know, relationships that are good for you, even if, you know, it's not, even if you're not attracted to a person, a kind of person that you would have been in the past. Maybe now you're just fed up with whatever you've been encountering, you know, lately or the past so many years. So you've got an eye out looking for someone a little bit more mature, possibly. And that doesn't even mean an age, just someone like their mentality even. Okay, so new moon in this area on your on the 1st brings about some kind of new beginning, you know, if that's what you want. You know, if this could be in a current relationship, more than likely is, okay? So I do have to point out, though, that the 7th house is also the house of open enemies, okay, meaning this is just someone you don't get along with, okay, and everyone knows it. It's not a big secret. It's also the house of competition. So, you know, something like that could be going on at this time. You could be not deciding not to pay any attention to any of that competition, or some person that's up in your face or aggravating or something or other. You know, whatever. But if you did want to have some kind of new start in a current relationship, this would be the best time to discuss it. Okay, now there's a full moon in your sign on the 16th, okay? So around that time, you know, everyone gets their very own full moon and their very own new moon. So the new moon will occur around, you know, the month of your birthday, August, whatever. July, August, something like that. So this full moon is your opportunity to just get whatever off your chest, you know, get something off your mind, you know, even if you don't encounter anyone else at this time. It could be just some decision that you make to change something. Even if it's changing your mind, you may have been putting up with something for a really long time and you're just tired of it. Okay, so it could actually just be something like that, right? Okay, but back to the Sun and Mercury again in your 7th house. So this brings about, especially with Mercury here, Mercury was already in Aquarius, then retrograde back into Capricorn, okay, where it is actually still at the beginning of the month. It's still in your 6th house of the workplace, your co-workers, the kind of work that you do, your work schedule, all this stuff, okay? So then it turns direct on the 3rd, okay? And it moves into Aquarius again on Valentine's Day. So a previous conversation, I would have to say, that you've already had with someone could be brought up again at this time, or revisited. Okay, that's just something that could be going on around, like Valentine's Day, and which is why the full moon on the 16th, which is just like 2 days later, is something that just, urges you to get, like I said, get something off your chest, say something that you're not all right with, or you want something done a certain way, you want something changed. And some of this could even be dealing with the workplace, or co-workers, or your company you work for, that is a business partnership, either way you look at it. So with these planets in your 7th house of Aquarius, it's just like a continuation between these two houses. Okay, something going on there. Actually, okay, so the Sun, though, moves into Pisces on the 18th also. Okay, where you have Pisces in your chart is your 8th house of other people's resources and money. But this is jointly held property also, property that you share with a partner. Okay, now Jupiter here is really, really nice. It does kind of give you access to other people's resources. If you were trying to get a loan or something like that from a bank, or increase your credit on your credit cards or something, this would be the time to do that while Jupiter is here, because maybe previously nobody wanted to help you in that area, but now people are a little bit more open to doing something like that, okay? So, same thing with dealings with a bank or any kind of financial institution, even like tax collectors or the IRS or something like that. So having the Sun here, though, really starts to highlight, it could even be just like I want to have to say, as far as your close relationships go, maybe you are really discovering, or maybe you already knew this, but you felt this way, that you're putting a hell of a lot more into your relationships than you're getting back, okay? So this could be like a whole new change for you. You could be deciding not to pull back and not to do that anymore. Maybe, let's say like a romantic partner is becoming a little bit of a burden, especially if you're the one like picking up the tab all the time, no matter what gender you are. Leos, I believe, are the most generous sign of the Zodiac. So I'm sure you've treated your honey, whoever that is, more than once, and also into buying little gifts and stuff like that for them. Even for a friend, though, too, a close friend, or getting back to business now. Maybe you have let something slide at work, your employer said, hey, is it all right if we do this or that? And even though it really isn't, what are you going to say? No, yeah, you should, more or less, because they're getting more from you than you're getting more from them. Okay, so you just might want to keep all that in mind. Okay, so Mars is in Capricorn all the way till the end of the month. Venus also. Venus and Mars, the love planets, are still in your 6th house. They'll be moving together more than likely. Well, well, they'll be close together soon enough in the sign of Aquarius. So they're going to be in your 7th house. So something that's possibly going on right now, it could be work related, but the 6th house is also the house of service. It could be back to feeling possibly that you're doing a little bit too much for someone who may not be doing enough for you, okay, as far as the relationships goes. Okay, so anyways, the best time to do something each month is when the moon is in your own sign, and the moon is in Leo on the 14th, 15th, and 16th. The best time to lay low is when the moon is in your opposite sign, and your opposite sign is Aquarius, and those dates are the 1st and 27th. The best time for romance, recreation, creativity, fun, gambling, or speculation, and anything to do with children is the 9th, 10th, 11th, 23rd, 24th, and 25th. The best time for money is the 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 16th, 17th, and 18th. The best time for your career is the 6th, 7th, and 8th. And the best time for communication and travel is the 4th, 5th, 6th, 19th, and 20th. So, happy Valentine's Day again. Okay, be sure to check out my weekly forecast. Check out Ask Me a Question in the description box below. It's for people who only want to know maybe 1 or 2 things about their chart. There's also a link there, though, to my website if you would like to have other services regarding astrology. I'm done. Also, what else was I going to say? Well, that's about it, actually. I want to thank my subscribers for continuing to come back and support me. And if you are new to my channel and you like this video, please like and share it. And don't forget to subscribe. Okay, so I'll see you next week. Goodbye.